It's another Saturday when we bring you your favorite security and safety program, Security Watch Africa, only on the Africa Independent Television. Welcome to your program today. Like always, we'll bring you that information you need to keep your life safe and secured. Today, like you can see, we are in another location. I know that most of you may not be able to know where we are, but let me help you. There was a time some people, Nigerians really wanted to cause mayhem and take over to take the law into their hands by attacking police stations, killing policemen. We're in one of those locations that was attacked. I'm talking about one of the police divisions in Imo State. Particularly, this is one of those where some suspects were released from information we gathered, and you can see the quantum of destruction that was done. But the police never relented. Police keep on doing the job to protect lives and properties of Nigerians. Really, we need to commend the officers and men of the Nigerian police force, because in spite of the daunting challenges, in spite of the intimidation, harassment by some members of the public, they are still working selflessly to protect you and I. Really, we must commend them wherever you are. We must say, on behalf of Security Watch Africa, we thumbs up for every policeman and woman wherever you are. Well done for keeping us safe and secured. Yes, to the program today, like I said, we are visiting the Southeast. We have visited so many parts of the Southeast. Like last edition, we brought you this program from a location in Abakaliki in Ebonyi State. Today we are coming to you from Owerri in Imo State. Yes, that lovely city, this lovely city that it never sleeps. but some people wanted to make it difficult for everybody. But thank God that it's getting back, bustling with so much activities. Security officers, both the Nigerian police force, the Nigerian army, all the Navy, everybody, the DSS, the civil defense, they are working to ensure that the evil days are over, and indeed they are over. I can attest to that. But like I said, today's program will bring it to you because during the week, another issue came up that tend to challenge the security situation in the country. I'm talking about the report by the Lagos State Judicial Commission of Inquiry on NSAS protests and other police brutality. The report was submitted to the Lagos State Governor, and a lot of things had come out of that report. Security Watch Africa decided to find out what is the missing link, because some names that were not supposed to be attached to what happened in October 2020 were in that report as at what happened. Sit back as we bring you this report put together by SHULLY Daniels.
On the 19th of October 2020, the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, set up a judicial panel on the NSAS protest and other police brutality following the widespread protest and breakdown of law and order in the state. On Monday, 14th November 2021, which was exactly a year and a few weeks from the day of inauguration, the panel submitted a report to the Lagos State Governor, and the report had 11 names whom the panel said were killed by soldiers of the Nigerian Army at Lekki Toll Gate on the 20th of October 2020. Some parts and content of the report have generated several controversies. Security Watch Africa spoke to the author of the book 101 Fake News on NSAS Protest, Dahiru Lawal. Dahiru was initially one of the organizers of the protest in northern states of Nigeria.
While we were doing our own findings, we came up with, we could not come up with any concrete evidence to show that there was actually, some form of killing. In fact, I had to interview people who were on the protest ground. I have had cause to discuss with people who were there, and people told me that yes, there was chaos, they were going off and on, but they could not confirm to me that there was actually a victim of death at that particular Lekki Toll Gate incident. In fact, if you go to my Facebook page, when I eventually launched the book 101 Fake News on NSAS, I had a lot of commentators who were commenting that, am I trying to say there was no killing in Lekki? And I told them that if they have contrary evidence, they should come forth with it. Most of their response to my comment was, and I quote, that we cannot tell you that there was no killing in, there was a killing in Lekki, but actually there was chaos. So which still confirms our belief that we want to see incontrovertible evidence that shows that actually there was an incident to which the report is trying to portray. Because I want to talk of evidence. We want to see, for example, you're giving us names. We want to see biodata. We want to see family sources. We want to see a lot of other things concerning the people. But when you are having names on the panel report and eventually you cannot link it up to anything, then what are we talking about? We're actually still going round and round the circle, and the same kind of misinformation, disinformation, and fake news that plagued the answers.
A public affairs analyst, Olisa Emeka Obi, also bears his mind on the report.
When the report came out on Monday, it was an anticlimax. A lot of us were looking up to that report so that there can be a closure. But it's quite unfortunate that instead of having a closure, it's rather becoming more controversial. First of all, the report for me is not even what the paper is written on. A lot of questions to be asked. First of all, I believe that report is not even balanced at all. It's more or less like an adopted social media report. It's like they just went to the social media and copied all the positions of the protagonists of the Lekki Tollgate massacre, which we now call Lekki Lies. It's not that people like us don't believe that maybe that there could have been a killing at Lekki. No, but we are looking at having empirical evidence, which we thought the panel could have provided, but they ended up bringing out junks. That's the same argument people have on Facebook, on social media. But we were looking at them, giving us empirical evidence of people killed, names, locations, families, and all sorts. But they just like telling me that a Tunde was killed, a Tola was killed, anybody could have been Tola. Then, but if you ask me, I would tell you that from my own position, the composition of that panel is very, very faulty.
Until one or two family members of the persons allegedly killed at the Lekki Tollgate comes forward, the claim of massacre remains unproven. SHULLY Daniels, reporting for Security Watch Africa.
Welcome back. Like you heard there are so many inconsistencies, so many falsehoods as it were in that report, and that is why the committee set up by the Lagos State government to come out with a white paper report should be able to look at all these things and bring up more acceptable reports for Nigerians and for the world to see. People are eager to know what really happened, and like I can tell you that the security agencies did their job professionally and nothing to worry about. I'm sure that at the end of the day, the report will exonerate the security forces and security services for doing a good job there. Yes, we are still here at one of the locations where there was destruction. But you see, like I said, I'm happy because life is happy. One of the strategies the police said, let me tell you one of the things police is doing. You have destroyed the police station, but that did not take police away from the streets. Police now, they are doing motorized patrol more than ever before. So before you see 4 vehicles, you must see police vehicle or policemen somewhere, which is part of the Aberdeen system of patrols that we talk about, getting police closer to the people. And let's see how it goes. But I will hope that these police stations will come back so that we can be able to get people to report issues, as it were, so people can report easily to the police stations. Yes, again, like I said, this week we are in Imo State. We spoke with some traditional rulers, and seriously speaking, I was impressed by the views they expressed. They actually talked so well about what should be done in terms of security and how leaders should behave. Sit back as we bring you this report put together by SHEKINAH CHINKERE.
2 traditional rulers and a public affairs analyst in Imo State have advised leaders to be mindful of words and actions that may complicate the fragile state of peace and security in Nigeria. During a recent visit by Security Watch Africa to Imo State, the Ezeudo IV of Obibi Uranta, His Royal Majesty Eze Professor Amobi Uwaleke, the Sarkin Imo, His Royal Highness Alhaji Hawal Suleiman, and Barrister Kesinja Ikoku called on leaders to speak words and take actions that will promote peace and security.
Every leader, what he sought, should support the government in trying to keep peace. Keeping peace is not a business of one person. Neither is it not a business of the police, the commissioner of police, the inspector general of police, or others. Everybody must put his hand or their hands together to make sure that we support the government of the day, to make sure that we support the law enforcement agents, so that ourselves, our children, and the children unborn can enjoy the dividend of democracy. Most of the leaders' utterances flare up this type of problem now. And at the moment you see them talking, trying to engineer people to react, the society cannot benefit from it. Never.
What has happened in Imo State is an unwanted situation, actually, because I don't see any reason why we wake up and start thinking of killing each other. To me, what I believe is the force that integrates us is higher than that of the forces that want to disunite us in this nation. We have become brothers and sisters as far as Nigeria is concerned, and Nigeria is too big for separation. Instead of Nigeria to separate, is even having more unity among ourselves, because all these things that are happening, we see it as a challenge. And when you overcome challenges, you become more stronger.
Must mind the kind of things that come out of our mouth, like calling the country a zoo and all that. But your father is still here. Your brother is still here. I've told many of them, I said, do you have the visa for everybody? Because your brethren are still here, and you are supporting the destruction of police facilities, courts, government facilities. And when you do that, you create a situation of anarchy, a situation of helplessness. And the situation is when things begin to happen, you will now begin to call that police. So that person who is supporting the youths to begin to destroy things, has he created an alternative? Do we have the people we should run to, assuming a criminal comes to my house by night, and you say Nigerian police is useless, burn them? Now, who do I go to when people now rape your wife, or someone steals your thing, or someone stops you on the way and hijacks your car? Who will you call? It's the Nigerian police. So I believe we need the Nigerian police more than any other institution. I think we need their support. We need to support them. We need to give them our cooperation.
They also commended officers and men of the Nigeria Police Force for their selfless sacrifices in ensuring that peace returns to troubled areas in Nigeria.
Unfortunately, we now have misguided elements among us whose duty it is to one night just go and sack the police facilities. But we want to commend the Nigerian police, especially in Imo State. Their confidence has been restored, and their strategy of late has been good, even though they are still working under very, very bad security situation. But they've got good strategies to be hitting at them and taking away those who needed to be taken away. And we appreciate them for it.
As a matter of fact, IGP Alekale surprised me. That's the word I will use. Surprised me. When he was appointed the Inspector General of Police, during the heat of this problem in the Southeast, well, I thought maybe he will still be saddled with such problem that maybe he wouldn't know how to start solving it. But to my greatest surprise, his strategy and plan worked. He was able to, nip the problem at the book before he get out of hand. Before he became the IG, The whole Southeast, I could say we are no-go area. But look at the position now. Position is returning to normal, gradually.
There's nothing we can do in this life without peace. If there is peace, we'll enjoy our living, we'll do our business, and we'll go anywhere we feel like going. But if there's no peace, you will not see us anywhere. You'll see us hiding. We cannot even go out to do our business. Feeding our family will be a problem to us. This has been a very wonderful and commendable effort by the IG, also the CP of Imo State. Because when the IG gives command, the CP has to go ahead with the command and ensure that he has achieved it to ensure that there is peace in the state.
Peace is a cornerstone of every nation's development. A world deprived of peace and harmony certainly will fall apart. Let's embrace peace. Shekinah Chinkere, reporting for Security Watch Africa, Imo State.
Thanks for staying tuned to your program. Like you can see on the screen, you can make use of all our social media platforms to send your views to us so that we can talk, we can interact with you. Our social media platforms are interactive so that ask us questions, we'll take it up with all the authorities that needs to take action on that. Welcome back again. Like I said, towards the end of the year like this, a lot of people are anxious to make so much money. Some take the way of crime to be able to make money. They don't mind killing so that they'll be able to show off to their people when they go back to their villages and communities. But we'll put up a report by Peggy AGBEH to find out why are people doing that. Does it worth it? The money you don't make now, you can still make it tomorrow. But it's important to be alive and don't kill because you want to make money. That money, you will get it. Sit back as we bring you this report.
40 days till the end of the year 2021. Many people have intensified their quest to make as much money as they can by hook or crook. Ember months, which consist of September, October, November, and December, is a period where lots of people hustle so hard in the bid to impress the society with their legitimate or ill-gotten possessions, and these create so much tension. Are these tensions associated with acquiring wealth just to show off during the Yuletide season necessary? So many people are being killed and properties lost to criminals. How can security be enhanced during this period? Security Watch Africa spoke with retired Commissioner of Police CP Lawrence Alobi, DIG Habila Joshak, and AIG Wilson Inalegu retired.
The issue of security during ember month is not new to Nigerians, even security agencies. They've been having this problem, and you see that during this period, the police, civil defense, the road safety, all those security agencies, they always, some in most cases, they will suspend leave during that period. They recall the officers who are on leave to ensure that security during this period is beefed up and to grant public safety and security.
The Nigerian police, the military, the civil defense, and other security agencies have always gone back to the drawing board to ensure a very, very robust planning, usually visibility policing and proactive intelligence gathering, planning, and execution has been one of those keys that have been able to mellow down the rate of crime.
Security can be enhanced through, one, adequate preparation on the part of law enforcement agencies to recognize the security threats. Two, adequate intelligence gathering. Three, close collaboration with the public. Getting the public to have confidence and trust in the ability and capacity of security agencies to deliver on their mandate to secure them.
On what advice they would give to young people or citizens this period, and if they think lots of people will travel this year with the current security situation of the country, they had this to say.
Nigerians generally, we are so materialistic. You know, money is good, property acquisition is good, but when you do it in a beastly manner, without having some moral conscience, without having the fear of God, and the fear of shame, people they become beastly, thinking about their integrity. So I want to advise young people, try to work hard to make money, but make money in a very legitimate manner. Because when you pursue money recklessly, money will in turn pursue you into trouble. In that case, you regret ever having that money.
The security challenges are domiciled in the various communities. And so, of course, well, if you tell me whether people will travel to Kaduna in some of the places, of course, people would not be very willing to go to those rural areas. They may come to the town. There are some element of a very good peace around the cities.
For the young people, if you want to travel, you can travel, but avoid areas that are prone to crime. Where you shouldn't be, don't be there. Stay at home. Where you should be, go there. Number two, those friends you left at home for the past 1 year, do a little background check. You are coming from the city. They think you have money. So you've got to watch so that they don't put you on the spot.
Finally, the seasoned security czars gave tips on how citizens can prevent themselves from criminals as we approach the end of the year.
If you are driving on the highway, make sure that you don't drive to a speed you cannot control. Two, you should also be careful the kind of people you are dealing with. If you are traveling, don't announce to everybody you are traveling, because sometimes some neighbors may not be too honest. If you have good neighbors, let them know you are traveling. You can put an eye in your house or premises, and also ensure that you can also install security gadgets in your home, where at least they can monitor, like CCTV cameras, very good, and put effective lighting in your house, and also don't also brief your children or wards on some of these security tips, so that they know they don't give information to people honestly.
You should be very, very aware of your environment. You should know who your friends are. You should know when to take a trip. And you should have an idea of the safety of those places.
Every family should have the police helplines and other security agencies helplines. I mean by that, those boys that come on patrol around your neighborhood have their numbers. The DPO, the police hotlines, you should have their numbers. Then, in dealing with cash issues, please, when you are talking on the phone, be careful so that you don't give out much information. That money, they say they are sending it tomorrow. That journey want to go. Keep such conversations close to your heart, confidential, because that person next to you, you don't know what he can do.
2021. As citizens prepare to celebrate the Yuletide season, keep in mind that what was not achieved before the year runs out can still be achieved. No need for pressure. Parents should endeavor to ask questions when children bring things home they cannot afford and reduce pressure on the young ones to help minimize crime. Peggy AGBEH, Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Welcome back. We are still here in Imo State, the beautiful city, Imo Owerri, precisely, that is the capital of Imo State. It's a lovely place, and the people are going about doing their lawful businesses without any hindrance. We must commend the personnel of Nigerian Police Force and all other security services for all what they are doing to protect lives and property. And also, the state government is supporting the law enforcement agencies to do their work. Kudos to the state government and all they are doing to ensure that the people get the dividends of democracy, like it's popularly said. Yes, the CP Imo State, talking about Commissioner of Police, CP Rabiu Hussaini, he did tell us what people should be doing at this time. Really, because I'm quite touched when he said that people should come back home. No problem. The police is taking it upon themselves to make sure that people are safe. He has said that he has given charge to his men, and he's beating his chest to say that people will be safe. Sit back as to hear from him.
I want to call on Nigerians and Imolites and people in diaspora to be very conscious of security, and that the general notion that Imo State is a no-go area because of insecurity is a thing of the past. We have put in place adequate security measures where we have checkmated all the menaces of criminals, especially the escapees from the correctional centers. We have, since my assumption of office, we have rearrested very many of them, cooling off back to the correctional centers. So I'm calling on the people to be peaceful when they are arriving for the Christmas, that we assure them of adequate security put in place. We have mapped out strategies to combat any unforeseen incident that may occur during the Yuletide. But I will beat my chest that by the grace of God, the Christmas and the New Year will come and go peacefully by the grace of God.
As usual, really, time is so fast when you are bringing this program. I wish we had so much time because there's so many things for us to talk about, for us to interact with you. Some of your messages, we are seeing them, but we can't discuss it because of time. But we'll take it up with the authorities concerned. It's a pleasure bringing this program to you once again. Until we come your way again next week, I say please remain safe, watch your back, and be prayerful as always. Until next week, bye for now.